Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bri for those of you who are new here, and today on my channel I have my friend Laura.
Hi guys.
We are currently both modeling in Istanbul, and as you guys can tell from the title below, this is going to be a Q&A about modeling. We are both considered plus size models. Please wait till you hear our stories before you judge. And yeah, I'm just excited to answer all the questions you guys asked on Instagram. And I hope you will find this video informative and learn something about modeling industry. I was gonna say let's jump right into it, but I forgot to mention a very important fact, that Laura is running for Miss Germany. I'm so oh yeah, I'm so excited for her, and I feel like this is such an awesome opportunity. Like, how do you feel about it?
Well, I still calm. I guess I'm gonna get nervous when it starts.
I'm so excited for her. Like, I'm gonna be rooting for you. So she's flying to Germany in 2 days time, and she's gonna get into the swing of things very soon. And actually, before we start the questions and answers, I just wanted to say that I've been modeling for less than a year. And Laura, how long you been doing this?
I've been modeling since I'm 17 actually.
She's way more experienced than I am, so I've been learning a lot from her, and grateful to have a friend like her who's so like body confident, you know? Okay, let's start with the first question. How did you start modeling?
I was actually big as a kid because I had epilepsy, and I never thought I'm gonna be modeling actually. And all started when I started losing weight, and one of my friends was kind of pushing me to do it. I wasn't so sure in the beginning, and I went to a show, and it was not a show on TV, it was like searching for girls to do a show, and they didn't take me for the show, but the agency talked to me and they were like, I'm interested in you and you wanna come. And yeah.
Was that in Berlin?
Yeah, that was in Berlin.
Oh, okay.
And so I started modeling.
Okay, cool. For me, it was very boring, I would say. I didn't get like any crazy opportunities. I've always been a go-getter. I was in London last year, stuck, as you probably guys know if you follow my channel for some time. And one of my friends, she was like, why don't you just try to apply to this agency in Dubai? And then she told me the name, and that is the agency that I first signed with last fall and started working with them. So pretty simple, nothing too like crazy. Is it hard on your mental health to have a job so linked to your physical appearance? Yes.
Yeah. It can be hard. I think every one of us, women and men, have issues always with their bodies, with something. Like, nobody is perfect, and it's perfect that nobody is perfect. And I think when you get judged about your body, and sometimes you get also body shame in some jobs, it's not really cool. It's always good to keep being strong, believe in yourself, and if other people judge you or say something, it's because they are having an issue. Exactly. It's not because of you. So never.
I find it funny though that like it's mostly women that do the body shaming. Like, you can hear sometimes men doing that, like, but it's very rare and like very occasional. Mostly I've encountered women fat shaming or like body shaming another woman, which is mind-blowing to me. But anyways, yeah, so we both experienced it. Like, I've experienced it also in Dubai once, where I don't know, she was like a production manager or somebody like just kind of in charge. So yeah, she was asking me if I have a different shirt because I looked fat in the one that I was wearing, and I was like, why did you say the second part? You could have just literally said if I have another shirt. You didn't have to say the fat part. Like, doesn't do anything, right? Like, it just brings another person down, and why would you do that?
I think all the bodies should be represented anyways.
Yeah, I wish those labels didn't exist, but then again, I guess it would be hard for people to shop if they kind of didn't know what category it is. So I guess I see the reason why those labels are there. Okay, let's see, next question. It's by Indra, and she's asking if we don't feel abused by other skinnier models being a plus size model. I actually messaged her and asked her to clarify her question, and she meant whether there are no like gossips from other girls about us being plus size and stuff. So I'm actually staying in a model apartment, and I have no idea whether they talked about me or not. Like, I really hope not. It's very different. I feel like they have very different kind of jobs and requests, whereas we know when we go to casting that it's going to be like, you know, specific size. So I don't think they see us as competition, or I don't know, maybe unless they're kind of like very body focused, and then they will body shame in private, but I've never confronted, or I mean, I've never witnessed anything like that with my own eyes or ears. So I don't know. What about you? Have you heard anyone?
No, I always had good people around me. The girls were always super nice, and they actually respect that. So I make a lot of friends, and I never really had any issues.
Everybody's perfect, yet how did you first feel being categorized as plus size model? I always knew, like since I was a child, that I'm not going to be able to be a model, because I went to castings when I was like 11 or 12, and they already told me back then that my hips are too big. So I know a lot of people probably think from my Instagram pictures, oh, you don't look plus size, but the matter of fact is I actually have very big hips, and they're like 100, almost I think 19 or 20 centimeters. So looking at a picture, maybe you are not able to tell that, but as you guys know, normal models are the ones that I have like 86 to like 90 centimeters, I think. So imagine like I would have to lose so much weight that I'd probably become sick, which is not what I'm gonna do, obviously. So yeah, but yeah, I don't know. What about you?
I never had actually a problem. Like I remember my first agent asking me to join their agency. I think that time was plus size quite new.
Yeah.
And she was telling me, I have an agency like for normal people, and in my mind was like, yeah, plus size, because I knew already the name of it. But she didn't want to say to don't offend me, and I find it quite funny that time. But yeah, you never know. There are people that get maybe offended about it, but
yeah,
you get used to it.
How did the idea come to become plus size model and change lifestyle 180%? So I think this question is directed towards me. I don't really know. Like I said, it was more like my friend just recommended to apply to an agency, and then I started getting more opportunities to shoot on different like projects. I just started enjoying it, and I decided to give it a shot, and this is what I'm currently doing. How can you learn to pose? Because I feel uncomfortable posing even for like a normal picture.
Well,
please tell me if you know, because I don't know.
This is actually quite easy. It is easy. You need to watch a lot of magazines, get inspired by poses, and watch yourself in front of the mirror and actually copy that poses till you feel confident, and try to figure out your angles, because posing as a skinny model and as a plus size model is very, very different, because skinny models obviously they don't have here and there like we do. So whatever they do, it might look better on camera and normal, and we have to try to don't put our arms together so this doesn't look too big, and find, depending on your body size, find the right angle so the picture looks actually good. But yeah, like I said, looking at magazines, there are many models that are known for posing. Look at them on YouTube, look YouTube videos, and yeah.
I think what I have to add to that is that, like, usually, at least from my experience, photographers tend to guide you. They tend to say what you should do. And before I even started modeling, like myself, I've always enjoyed capturing people and things and stuff. So whenever I'd shoot pictures of others, like my friends and stuff, I'd always tell them, oh, look there, do this, do that. Like, I'm always like kind of guiding them. So I feel like you should also not feel uncomfortable and just ask the person, whoever's taking a picture, oh, like, what should I do? Or like, in case you're considering becoming a model, then just ask for guidance. What pose looks better? Is it the right leg or the left leg out looks better? And it's the person taking a picture will tell you, so it's not a big deal, I think, right? Yeah. And how come you're modeling in Turkey? Tell us, how did you end up here? Because we met in Turkey, actually.
I never was working like full-time as a model. I was working in events, and we know there is no events because of Corona. Now they're picking up, so I was like, okay, let's go for modeling for a while. So I ended up in Turkey, and at that time when I came, it was February. There were not so many plus size girls, so I was mostly the only one here, so I was working quite well. And right now all the photographers, I have my friends group here, so
that's nice.
That's why I keep coming back.
I was like asked by an agency that I work with if I want to come here, and I have been postponing it for a lot of months because at that time I had like obligations in Dubai, like I was working full-time, and yeah, I just didn't want to go to Turkey at that time. And then I kind of happened to have free time now, and I was like, okay, sure, let's try. So yeah.
And it's good to build your portfolio. Like if you're new to the modeling industry, you should go to Greece, for example. Istanbul is good for it, so you can you know, start learning also the poses by doing the shootings. And it helps you a lot.
I feel like Turkey is one of the biggest modeling industries, aside from like Paris and like New York and like maybe Asia.
Yeah, because they are always busy. There is always something going on here.
And Italy. Have you ever studied modeling? I haven't. Have you?
Studied?
Like went to some courses?
You can't really study modeling. Like
we have it in Lithuania.
Yeah.
You have like a little like kind of, I don't know, 1 month
classes?
Or where you can go and like.
This is funny. This is for me just trying to take money off your
money
out of you because it doesn't exist in Germany, and I would not do it. I would rather. The thing is, what people don't understand, model doesn't mean you're prettier than other people, you're something better than other people. Like, models are girls or guys that have a certain shape in the face that make them look good in camera. So it's being photogenic. I have friends of mine that are so pretty, they look so fucking good, but when you take a picture of them, it's super difficult to capture this picture, so it takes maybe 100 pictures to get that picture. And models actually, they are turning, posing, and you have like so many pictures of them because they have this photogenic face. So that's important for the model industry. It's not only about being a pretty face, because there are girls out there that are models and you see them on the street and you will think, yeah, this is a normal girl, and when you see them in pictures, it's like boom, you know. And this was something important. Like if you want to go for modeling, just get a good photographer, try to take snaps, see how you are in front of the camera, how the pictures look like, how they turn, but try to do shoots where you don't spend money, that you get collaborations, because if at the end an agency doesn't take you because you're not photogenic, you shouldn't be mad or sad or whatever, and you shouldn't be spending so much money to get there.
And sometimes agencies also change their mind, like you can apply after several months or years even, and they might change their mind, I think, as well. What clothing size do you wear? I'm gonna be straightforward. I have nothing to hide. I'm a size 44 in my trousers, and I would say I'm like a medium/large in my tops. Depends on how baggy I want the top to look. This top, for example, is medium. So yeah, I don't know if you feel comfortable saying what size you are.
I'm a 42.
So
I'm called in between actually, because for a 42 is quite difficult, the market. You should be for plus size from size 44. That's 44 and 46 are the sizes that work the most. And yeah, like till 30, like from skinny as 34, 36. In Turkey actually 38 also good, but 40, 42 is quite difficult. So if you want to start, you rather lose or put weight.
Well, that's the thing actually. Like about 5 years ago I was like a size 40, and I mean, I don't know if it was just eating whatever the hell I want for the last years, or just my metabolism slowing down, or me just aging, I don't know. But yeah, I became 2 sizes bigger, so I mean, I'm okay with that. Like, more to love, as my mom says. Which model agency do you work with? I actually have a few, but they're not exclusive. Like, I'm on non-exclusive like contracts. I'm currently, like, the first one that I signed with was Bareface in Dubai. Then I am also with Rothman Models in Germany, and I'm here now in Turkey with Flash Models Istanbul. And what about you?
I've been changing my agency so often. Because
you're basically a freelancer, so
no,
right?
Not really. I have a couple of agencies. Like, I'm with 12 Plus in the UK. I'm with Curve Model Management, Munich Model Management. With some agency for like TV spots in Berlin as well. I
don't mention those. Like, I'm also with a few, but they're like more like talent agencies, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
but
there's a
lot of work. Actually, they are good if you you know, you want to make good money, these ones are good. But about agencies, is mostly to see how they work with you, and if they're not good, you just should leave and try to get a new one, because sometimes you could be in a big agency and you get lost, like they don't care because they have their models, they work all the time, and you come to a smaller agency and you're working non-stop. So it's not about the name, it's about who is treating you good, which booker do you have that he really pushes you to get work.
100%. What is your height? I'm 175, which is 5'9", I guess, US.
I'm 173 actually. And we can say about the question of height, because we got that too. Actually, it's important, you should be at least 175, but if the agency really likes you, and I've been in really big agencies, being so small actually, they wouldn't care. Like you have petites, like you have modeling for petite girls, that works too. But yeah, 173, it's already a bit small, but I mean, I've been working and nobody cares, because if they like you, they will take you. Yeah. And for like, I don't really do shows, but if you do photography, you shouldn't be also too tall, because they don't like, the taller girls go more for, like they use them more for shows, and to take pictures is better to be 175, 179, around that.
This question is very interesting, but I feel like we've already answered, and it says what size is considered plus size in EU. So I guess 42 plus, above.
Even 40.
Even 40 would be a plus size already? Damn.
It's like in between, but it belongs to plus size.
Olivia is asking, how did you build your portfolio? So I actually love this question, because what Laura said already, that you know, you always kind of feel like the only way is to pay and to like get the best of the best, you know, photographers and makeup artists, which is not always necessarily true. Like, I don't mean to discredit those people, because obviously without them, you know, those pictures wouldn't be possible, but I feel like there's also a lot of people who would like to collaborate, and I've done that myself. Like, most of my portfolio, I think maybe only like 2 shoots are from modeling, and the actual other shoots are because they were collaborations between me and the photographer. I know photographers hate collaborating, and they think that, you know, people are taking advantage of them and their work and trying to get something for free. Like, at least the people that I know, they're really like specific about it, and I totally understand. It requires so much work and so much knowledge and skill and time to edit the pictures after and stuff like that. So I totally understand where they're coming from, but at the same time, the worst that can happen is you will get an answer no, and I've gotten that answer many times, trust me. So, you know, just ask, and there will be a yes and a million of no's, so it's fine.
Well, I have to say, I never paid for a shooting.
Ta-da!
But I know one guy that he actually did pay some photographers and got just a sick book, and before nobody wanted him as a model, and after he finished like doing this book, like he was booked like all the time. So it's important that you have an eye and a sense for good pictures, because when you see photographers, they might have pictures they are not good quality, and you shouldn't do free tests with them and lose your time, you know, because the model agency is not gonna like it. Like, it's important to have good lighting, good natural pictures. Go through the portfolios from other models and try to copy what they have in their portfolio, because that means the agency like those pictures and the clients will like them too. So you can have this as a reference and try to do something similar for your book, but
don't try to reinvent the bicycle.
Exactly. But there are pages like Model Management or Model Mayhem where you can do a free membership, and you can reach out for photographers, makeup artists, and try to do a concept with them together. There are many people that are happily to work, and even talented people that are actually starting and they are afraid, you know, to take money. So if you find those, you're very lucky, and you can make something with them and build your portfolio.
The next question is pretty much what you've just said. It's like how others without any experience and with a normal body can get into modeling. So basically, literally what you just said, just try to build up your book, meaning your portfolio, and just send it out to a bunch of different agencies and just try your luck. I mean, it takes time and patience. It doesn't happen overnight. I mean, unless, I don't know, you're a lucky bastard, then yes, maybe, but usually it takes
Polaroids.
time. Yes, for sure. Can you be a model if you are going to university?
Of course.
Or do you have to be free all the time for agency?
No, you can.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain.
I mean, I'm working as a model part-time, and if they know you're studying, they will respect that. And
yeah,
if they have something for you, if that time and the date fits, you can do it. And if not, then you don't do it.
Yeah, that's true. When do you guys get to do runway shows? I've never done one.
Never.
Actually, I've done one. I have done one. Believe it or not, I actually have done one. That was so random, but it was so like, bleh, I don't know how to explain it. It was in Germany like many years ago, and it was in the mall, like Galleria Kaufhof or something like. And they just like put you like with a bunch of girls like with some weird clothes, and you just kind of walk around for like 5 minutes, and that's it. So I don't know if it's really.
With some weird clothes.
I know it's not really a runway show. I don't know if I'm ever gonna do one. But
I had once. Like I had 2 or 3 when I was 18 years old, so when I was actually a skinny model. Being plus size I never did because I don't really like. Oh wait, actually I had runway shows when I was a skinny model, but I had last time one for Triumph.
That's amazing. In Germany?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm sure that was
very
really
exhausting.
Really?
Yeah, we had to practice like the whole day.
But I mean, girl, that's a big brand. Wow.
Still.
Which agency should we choose? Depends on your location or the country you live in,
definitely.
Honestly. Like,
and also where you're
thousands.
from, if you need a visa and whatever to start in your country, get an agency there. And
so many.
Important is try to don't be exclusive. Only if they actually can give you a certain amount of jobs and money per month. Otherwise you shouldn't be exclusive, because you should be free to take jobs your own if you get your own, or be in other agencies. Obviously not being in 20 agencies in your own country, because that's unprofessional. Like you should have one agency per country, but you have sometimes, like I live in Berlin for example, and I have one in Berlin, I have one in Munich, and that should be possible. Like my agency shouldn't be telling me no, you can't, you know.
Yeah. What's with the plus size tag? You're far from that. Is it everyone who's not 90, 60, 90? I mean, I guess yes. As sad as it sounds.
Well, not really, because now it changed a little bit. So girls with hips 94, 96, they will still be skinny. But it starts actually with 99, 100. Then
and plus,
and then you go
size.
To plus size, yeah.
Paula is asking, have you ever felt insecure about a demand from a photographer? Ooh. Have you?
Insecure about?
A demand, or like a request. Not a demand, I guess a request is a more... Like if you were in a photo shoot and a photographer is asking you to do something that you don't feel comfortable. Have you ever felt that?
I never had that. Actually.
I actually had. But it was kind of like my own fault, because like I knew the theme is more like shadows, silhouette type of pictures, and I've never really done those type of kind of, not sultry, but like, I don't know what's the word, but like, you know, those type of pictures where it's like very feminine, put it that way. And it wasn't like a naked shoot. I wasn't naked, but it still felt weird the way he asked me to pose. I just felt like it's not really me or my vibe, like certain things he asked. The pictures turned out like nice. I mean, I don't necessarily feel comfortable maybe publishing them, but I mean, yeah, but it's in my head. I know girls that are like, you know, ready to free the nipples and all that. So it's just all about your own boundaries, I guess. And speaking of freeing the nipple, there's a very funny meme that I'm gonna insert from an account called Shit Model Management on Instagram. So if you're a model or aspiring model and you want to learn more about the industry, follow that account. You're gonna laugh your ass off, I promise. What's your next famous place for modeling shoot? I have no idea what's next in store. I mean, she's gonna be the next Miss Germany. Hello, that's for sure. For me, I have no clue. I might just quit this thing altogether. Let's see. How to pose with your face, what to do with it to look interesting. Oof. I actually don't know how to pose with my body, but I sure know how to pose with my face, I feel. How do you feel more? Do you feel more comfortable like with close-ups or full body pictures?
Actually, I don't have a problem with both. I mean, I've been doing this so long, and I think for the face is the same like with the body. Just look different expressions, try to do things like different stuff, take pictures of yourself and look how it looks in camera, because sometimes I think you have to feel it. So most of the time if you don't feel it, the pictures turn not really good. But if you feel it in that moment, then you kind of, I don't know, if you're doing a lingerie shoot and you should be sexy, you should feel yourself sexy and try to get in that mood. And like being an actor, you know, actually taking acting classes is quite good for modeling, because then you learn how to express with your face.
Yeah, it's probably better than taking modeling classes or studying modeling, definitely. As that person asked. I actually just recently did a shoot last week where the team asked me not to smile, not to laugh. They said our mood or like the whole vibe of the brand is to be cool and like, you know, the whole like kind of bitch face thing. And I was like, but that is uncomfortable for me. Like I feel weird being a mean person. Like I'm not a mean person in general, so like I feel weird trying to act like one. And then I kind of like, you know, did this whole baddie face like with my mouth open, and they're like, no, you need to close your mouth. And I was like, well, no. It's like you need to almost like squeeze your face, you know, to like look kind of like this. Anyways, long story short, it was very interesting experience because I'm usually very like bubbly and, you know, I like to have a good time when I'm taking pictures, and this time I couldn't. Like I had to really like put on my poker face. There's some repeating questions like, did you first build up your portfolio and then go to the agencies? Yes, because I mean I think I've seen some girls, at least not very often, but definitely there are a few girls that I've seen that have very like small portfolio, but they got the job in the agency. But I would definitely advise to build your portfolio because it just helps you.
It depends a lot on the type, who you are and how much the agency likes you. Yeah, but you should also ask your agency for test shoots, definitely, because there are some agencies they do it, there are some they don't. But if your agency sends you to test shoots, it's better for you because they know the photographer, they know you will have good pictures after it.
I need to do that actually. There's two last questions, but they are from YouTube comments, so I'm not sure if they will be, you know, suitable for both of us. One of them is about Dubai. So somebody's located in Abu Dhabi and they would appreciate any information on modeling in the UAE. So I guess my advice would be just to apply to different agencies because there's quite a few. So Bareface, Michelle Hay Management, eModels, MLN Management. There's so many actually. And then there's
one thing which you can add: never go to an agency that asks you for money. This is scam.
Boom, 100% on that. Never paid, never will. This is a scam. And as Laura also said about some talent agencies, there's quite a few talent agencies in Dubai called MMG Talent, Mix Fame. So yeah, there's quite a lot. Just, you know, research modeling agency in Dubai or Abu Dhabi and just apply. And then last question is, we answered that already. Anyways, if you do have any questions that we have not, you know, discussed and that you want to know more information about, let us know in the comments below. Laura, do you have anything else to add?
I think that's it.
How long do you think you're gonna do this?
Maybe till my hair gets gray.
Actually, speaking of gray hair, one of my friends, Caroline, who was my neighbor in Dubai, is a gray model and she's in her 50s, so it's never too late to start. It doesn't matter how old you are and you're watching this video, don't think that you are too old, because it's not true. Or that you're too big or too whatever. You're not too anything. You're just you, and if you want to do this, go for it. Yes. Ah! Okay, thanks guys for watching. Bye. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time.